Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. Today you are going to see an impulse buy. Being back in Florida, you know there's a lot of humidity. And as RVers, humidity is bad inside the RV for multiple reasons. So today I'm going to unbox this brand new dehumidifier and I'm going to show you how cool it is and why it's the perfect dehumidifier, in my opinion, for RVers. So stay tuned. We're going to unbox this dehumidifier. Looks like a lunchbox. Stay tuned. About a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, we were at our RV site in Silver Springs, and I turned the AC on and we got a really bad musty, moldy smell. I'm not a fan of that smell, and I know what mold in an RV could lead to. So just like anybody else, the first thing I did was I went up top, took apart the AC units, cleaned them, washed them, the coils, everything. So after I was done, a full day up top, I come back inside, I turn on the AC, and I'm like, man, there's still a musty, moldy smell. I'm not happy with that. Fast forward to today, and it's very humid here. You know, it's warm, it's 80s, but the humidity is up 70-75%, and ideally where you want the interior of your home and or RV to be is roughly around the 50 to 60 range, maybe 65. And as you know, living in an RV, it's not 100% sealed like a house. You know, there's air coming in between the slides and all around, so there's no way to effectively lock out 100% of the humidity. I told Renee, we're gonna get a dehumidifier. Oh, the first thing we got was these little things. Now this is cool. You put a tablet in here and it fills this up with water, but the humidity that is created here in Florida basically will fill this up and kill the little tablet that goes in here within a week. And the smell of the tablet that's in here smells really like laundromat-ish. It smells clean, but you can tell there's something in the air making a smell. Today we picked up this Midea Cube Smart Dehumidifier, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox it and see if this is gonna solve our humidity issues. This is the Midea
What?
Smart Dehumidifier Cube. Now this is the compact 20 pints. So if you're not familiar with dehumidifier sizing, I guess, it goes by pints. Not by the beers you drink, but by the water it collects, or the quantity of water it collects. So in this case, this is a 20 pint dehumidifier. It's small to medium spaces up to 2,000 square feet. Now some of you in your head are going, 2,000 square feet, are you kidding me? I know you have a big RV, but dang. So ultimately, we roughly have about 300 and something, let's just say just a shade under 400 square feet. Now the reason why I got a bigger one, for two reasons. First of all, huge shout out to Radar Road Warriors on YouTube. I watched their video about humidifiers and he tested 3, and this was one of them, and this is the one that they put in their motorhome. And after looking at it and looking at other reviews online and on YouTube, this thing seemed like a perfect fit. Now, the other reason why I got the 2,000 square foot version as opposed to something that would do 500 square foot is, like I said before, there's leaks in here. There's air leaks. This is not airtight. So there's almost, for lack of a better term, a constant flow of humidity coming in. So if I were to get something for, let's just say, 500 square feet, I would fill up the reservoir, and the reservoir wouldn't be 20 pints, and it would be a lot smaller, like not even a gallon, maybe half a gallon, or maybe a quarter gallon. The advice that I had and what I got from it is go a couple of sizes bigger. The apparatus itself is not necessarily that much bigger than some of the smaller to medium ones, so it's kind of beneficial to go bigger. Now, I will link to Amazon down below because they do carry them at Amazon. This one was, I think, right at $200, $180. I'll put the price below with the link. I also purchased a little home, this is like a $10, $12 indoor humidity temperature sensor reading thing. So it's got a magnet on the back, so since we have a residential refrigerator, it'll stick right to it, and I can constantly monitor the humidity. So it's evening time here. We're looking at about 8:15 in the evening time. It's crazy humid outside, and I just plugged this in, and this says roughly about 66%, 65% humidity, and it is telling me it's a little high. So as you can see, the little picture of the house over here, and it says high, and I kind of want to be down in the 60 to 55 range, and that's kind of what I want to show you, that tonight this is what it's at, and then tomorrow I'll give you an update with this humidifier running. So just to give you some specs, this is roughly about 33 pounds. It is 13 inches by 13 inches. Well, by 13 inches, it's a freaking square. So I guess that makes sense. Also, if you have Google Voice and or Alexa, this connects to it. So it'll send Alexa or Google a message saying that the capacity bucket is almost full and it's time to dump. You can also adjust it from your cell phone via Bluetooth or wireless. Man, this thing is packed right. Directions, whatever. So this is one reason why I got it, because if I have to move it around, and if Renee has to move it around while we're shutting down, closing the slides, there's a handle. Oh my God. Yep, it's all of 33 pounds, that's for sure. The umbilical cord. Woo! So here's the reservoir bucket. It also has a handle. This is pretty big. So pretty cool. It's a very cool, sleek design. On top here, there is a fan. I don't know if this is the exhaust or the intake. Probably the exhaust, because it looks like there's some filter media back here. Got a nice screen, fan, mode, filter, fill level, timer, up and down. I guess that's the target humidity. I'm gonna have to read the directions, you know, whatever. All right, so this is the reservoir bucket. Now, as you saw when I took it out, this fits inside this bucket. So the only space it'll take up when you break down your RV and you got to put this somewhere is here. Now, should I read the directions? Push in tabs before storing. Well, let's see here. Oh, well, there you go. Look at that. All right, so I got a measuring tape here. So we're only looking at about 21.5 inches tall by, like I said, 13. Actually, it's only 12, but I'm gonna go for a little wider point here. So 13 inches square, and then 20, what did I say? 22? 21.5 inches tall, guys. This is tiny. Now, it's more square than the other ones, but the other ones are flatter and taller. So depending on how your RV is laid out, you might want to check out the dimensions and see what you got. Some of the other ones that are taller are on wheels that you can roll around, but our goal for this is just to leave it, and then if I need to dump the water, I can just lift, pull the water, and yada yada.
We went back to my place, yada yada yada. I never heard from him again.
So let's just go ahead and fire this up real quick. All right, we are turned on. So here's the top. We got the power button. Ooh, okay, so this is the exhaust fan here. So this is the intake on the side. And what I did find out is these are the filters. There's a filter that goes in here that obviously air is being drawn into, and this is what you're going to be cleaning. I don't know, I would say maybe once a week, depending on how much water is collecting. This will slide out and a little thin mesh filter will come out. So the fan, I mean, that's on low. Guys, that's on high. So I'm gonna move the camera away and see if you can hear it. So this is right above. Obviously you get a little bit of wind noise, but listen to that, how quiet that is. I don't think you're gonna hear that at night when this is in the front room and we're in the bedroom. There's no way we're gonna be able to hear that. So there's a few things I need to figure out, but it's just, I mean, it's cool. So it does say here, you have to be 8 inches away from whatever you put it. So for us, for example, we are gonna put it right here underneath, or kind of like in front of the island here. So it'll just go right there and just kind of be out of the way. I'll give you guys more details later. This was just spur of the moment. I wanted to get it open and see how it sat, see how it ran, learn the buttons, and then I will continue on with this video and show you how much humidity is taken out of the RV and or temperature drop, because a lot of things that I hear is that this is obviously pumping out cold air, kind of cold. I guess if it's sucking the humidity out of the air, it might put less strain on the AC, because for us to keep it dry in here, we have to run the AC all the time, and obviously that gets very, very cold in here. Hopefully this will put a little bit, relieve some strain on the ACs and just make it less humid in the RV.
2 days later.
Okay, so 2 days have gone by and I have to dump the bottom bucket now. The first night it ran fine, it was busting out cold air, and then the next day wasn't as humid, but it definitely started, I definitely started seeing some water in the bucket. I just looked on the app. So something I found out is you can go on the app and you can see everything that's happening here. So it's pretty cool. So just to let you know now, it is cooled off outside, roughly in the mid 60s, and the humidity is not too bad. It has been raining on and off, and you're really not supposed to run this when you have the door open, but I wanted to just see how it starts absorbing, how it starts reading. So just to show you here, the app is telling me I have a target humidity of 50, but just above that it says it's 73 humidity in here. Current water is at 87%, and it tells me the water tank will be full in about 3 hours. Pretty cool. You can see I have it on right now. I could hit the button and it'll turn off. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it off because there's definitely some water. It's gonna be hard to see, it's pretty dark. Yeah, it's pretty dark down here, but the level is about here, and that's just in 2 days. So all in all, not too bad. We are very happy with this humidifier. It's very quiet, and I'll be honest with you, at night it's very quiet in the RV park we're at, but it is very nice just to have this as white noise. But it's so faint that it's not even white noise because it's so quiet. So it doesn't transmit any vibrations through the floor or anything. That was something I had a little bit of a worry about. But other than that, it is just, I just put it one time, set all the settings, turned it on auto, and I set a target humidity to be like 50% humidity, and it just runs on its own. So all I have to do is just change the water, and ultimately it would have sent me a vibration text message saying you have to dump the water. So I probably would have got that here this evening or tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump the water, and I'll show you how much water is in there. this is the best feature, this handle. Just carry it, it's super easy. So just to show you, there's lines on the side here. We're about 1, 2, 3, 4 squares down. So I probably have about a gallon in here, maybe 2 gallons. And there we go. Just like that, we're back on. So that's it, guys. My little review and unboxing of this awesome Midea 20-pint dehumidifier. And I'll tell you right now, it is really nice having this in here, and the real test is going to be this summer when we're here, when the humidity kicks up like crazy and it gets hot in here all day long. I'll put a link down below to this dehumidifier. It'll be our affiliate Amazon link. If you do purchase anything through that link, we do get a kickback, and helps put some gas in the big truck. So we appreciate that. So if you did enjoy this and you're thinking about a dehumidifier and this helped you out, please give this video a thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're still working on about 80% of people watching our videos that do not subscribe. So we'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe. It helps out the channel and it lets us know that you like seeing the content that we're putting out. So stay tuned, hit that bell notification, because we got some other cool videos coming up and they have to do with weight of the RV. So thanks again for watching, guys, from sunny Florida, actually cold Florida, because we're having a little bit of a cold snap. You know, it's going to get down to 67. Thanks for watching, guys. Be safe on the road. We'll see you out there.